Hey, Dr. Fixing Alf here. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to change this brake pads on the Suzuki Wagon R. Let's get it started. So once you have the car lifted, it's time to remove the wheel. Once you have the wheel off, it's easier to turn the wheel towards the area you're working in. For instance, this is the driver's side, so I've turned the wheel towards the driver's side so I can get access to the caliper bolts. Now it's time to clean these nuts off. Grab a wire brush and give them a good old scrub. There's nothing worse than rusty and dirty nuts. Now you've got them all nice and clean, it's time to remove the two caliper bolts. These are 13mm. I'm using the Katsu ratchet I had in my What's in the Toolbox not too long ago. I'll drop a link in the description so you can watch that video later. A good tip is to break both bolts loose first before removing them. Now it's time to remove the caliper. If I was going to remove the disc, I would have used the brake hanger and hung this up, but as the disc weren't available at the time, I'm just going to stand it on top of the disc. It's time to remove the pads. The outside pad comes off quite easily. Just slide a screwdriver through the metal clip and give it a quick pry and it pops off just as you see here. As you can see, this front pad was quite bad. The inside pad was a real nightmare to get off. It took a lot of wiggling and prying to get it off, but eventually it comes off, as you'll see later on in this clip. Now this off, you can see just how bad the pad was worn. It's almost down to the metal. Now it's time to give the caliper hanger a good clean. I used the wire brush here, but in hindsight I wish I'd used my electric drill with a wire brush attachment. Make things a lot easier and quicker. Let's remove the slide pins now. They come out fairly easily. Just hold onto the rubber and give them a tug and they'll pop out, as you see here in the video. It's always best to re-grease the slide pins. So I've given them a quick clean, as you can see here, and the other one I'm just about to do on camera. It's always worth giving them a good check to make sure there's no rust or anything else under the grease. If there is any rust, just get a wire brush and brush it off. Hopefully they'll come up alright. Otherwise they may need replacing. These two are fine. Now give the slide pins a good lube up. This helps to stop them sticking and prevents rust building up on the slide pin. As you can see, I'm quite generous with the grease here. Just remember to wipe any excess off the boots after you're done. Let's compress the brake caliper piston now. I'm going to be using a brake rewind tool for this, but you can also use channel locks. These caliper pistons are pretty easy to compress, so you could probably use just about anything for this. I will be showing you what's in my toolbox on the brake rewind tool soon. So I won't be going into full details here about how to use this tool, but as you can see, it's fairly simple to use. Here's a nice close-up of the brake caliper going in. And now the caliper is compressed, we'll pop it back on top of the disc while we put the brake pads back in. Before putting the pads in, I'm just going to give the brake disc a quick clean with some brake clean. Here are the new brake pads. Quickly open up and just compare them to the old brake pads to make sure they're right. And here's a little sneak peek at a hammer that I restored. Maybe it'll be in a future what's in the toolbox. If you'd like to see it, drop me a comment down below. The easiest way I've found to install the brake pads on this car is to hook the bottom in, push the top in, and then push the little metal tab in, and it will slide straight in as you can see here. The key really is to get the metal tabs lined up. The pads are easy to tell apart as the inner pad has a wear indicator that I'm pointing out here. These go on pretty much the same way as the outer pads. Hook the bottom in, push the top in, and then push the top tab in and lock it in place. The pads are back in, so now it's time to reattach the caliper. Just a quick check of the slide pins to make sure they're moving freely before getting the caliper down. A simple matter of lining the caliper holes up, tightening down the two 30mm bolts, If you're enjoying this video, please drop me a like, sub to the channel, and leave me a comment. and the caliper back on. Now it's time to give it a good spray down with the brake clean to make sure there's no grease on the disc. I may have gone a bit overboard with the brake clean, but it needs to be clean. Here's some footage of the other side. Just a quick clip of me putting the caliper back on, just so you can see that both sides have been done. And that's it, another brake job done. Thanks for watching until the end. If you'd like to see more from me, please sub to the channel, drop me a like and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Once again, thank you for watching Dobby's Repairs. Have a great day.